Community focused. Community focused. We're here for you. Our point of view. At 5 o'clock. You're in North London. A week in review. We're here for you. Yeah.
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Community Focus is an art centre for children and adults with disabilities. We are based in the Borough of Barnet, North London, and offer a selection of creative and well-being activities for all ages.
Hi, in today's room we have
My name is Laurent.
Hassel.
Alistair.
Amy.
and Marcus.
Woo!
In today's episode, we're talking all about pet peeves, the little things people say and do that can be frustrating, awkward, or just plain annoying. We also talk to Laurent about his exciting Royal Academy summer show news and discuss our passions and things that make us happy. Hope you all enjoy it.
Marcus, what have you been doing at the moment?
Good question, Alistair. What am I not doing at the moment is the question. Because for the last few years, I've been doing art, I've been doing AI, I've been doing graphics design, I've been doing sewing. Meanwhile, I've been trying to look after my 5 adolescent kids kind of thing. I love them.
What kind of things are you doing with AI?
So what I'm doing with AI at the moment is AI prompting. So it's more or less the essential AI of how to prompt, how to use the right type of software and AI tools.
Oh, I want to take a picture. Oh yeah, we do have a ladybird infestation. That's not going to be the first ladybird you see today.
Really?
Come here, my friend. Also, I'm like Ace Ventura. I'm one with animals. So as I say, I'm one with animals like Ace Ventura. At the moment, I've got a ladybug or bird on me, and it reminds me of the time I was walking across the park, and when I started speaking squirrel, and it followed me, almost home actually as well. So yeah, there's no more squirrels about though. Don't worry.
Hi, my name is Hassel. I like drawing and painting, going for nice walks in the park, and watching interesting programs. Amy, what are you up to at the moment?
I'm chilling and chair yoga and watching TV. What are you up to at the moment?
I'm doing a podcast with Community Focus and seeing how it's broadens out into something more ambitious. I'm also doing art and painting at art stables and Community Focus as well, without interpretation.
How have you been? What have you been up to?
What I've been up to? My name is Laurent, and at night time I love watching Brookside. I'm a Brookside fan. And I like London buses as well. Sometimes I do gardening in my mum's garden. The other day was my 50th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Or belated birthday. Woo!
There we go.
Today we're going to be talking about pet peeves that bother us emphatically, obviously. And my pet peeve is misplacing things. If you can't find something or you want to find it, like a phone or your keys, and you just can't find them, they can wind you up the wrong way.
My pet peeve is if things have not been cleaned or tidied, and that really frustrates me because I don't like mess. I like being organised, so that really gets on my nerves. I've got a bit of OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. So even if there's like one crumb on the floor, I have to pick it up or hoover it up and stuff like that. And it can get a little bit out of hand sometimes, and it can get a bit tiring to have to do constant hoovering and stuff all the time. So I think I need to work on my OCD and kind of, not maybe look at those things as much, or maybe think to myself, maybe I should just hoover once a day instead. Maybe that's enough. And it might reduce my tiredness as well, and so it doesn't frustrate me so much as well.
I don't like it when drinks mats are out of play. It makes me feel annoyed that I choose to neaten them up around the lounge.
I would just like to touch on that as well, because I don't like things out of place, but I realise something. I've got my own type of OCD, because I will constantly move my house around to make things look like they fit and then put something else back. So for example, one of my things was, I'm a very forgetful person. Where is my remote control? I found it 2 days later in the fridge because I went to go get a drink one day and swapped them round. Yeah, go figure, right?
No, I was just misplacing keys, and it was sometimes remote controlled, but quite often my mobile phone, just, I have to struggle sometimes to find them. It can be frustrating. Although with a phone you can just ring up, ring.
If I see things like crumbs on the carpet, or things not tidy, or plates not tidied away or cleaned, it just makes me feel, it upsets my day. It makes me feel out like something hasn't gone right, and it just makes my day feel a little bit like it's not gone to plan, and it's just out of place. So that's why I need to clean up and just hoover up and just make it all look nice. And that makes me feel like the day's gone by better for some reason. But it doesn't really help because it just makes me feel really tired. So it's not really helped my mood very much. So it's got a bit of disadvantage as well. So, but on the plus side, I felt like my day's gone to plan more. But on the negative side, I'm more tired because I've been cleaning all day and stuff like that. So I think I need to think about how I do what I do and how many times I do it in the day. So maybe just hoover once a day, for example. On the positive side, if I do that, I might feel less tired and my mood might go up a bit more as well.
I would just like to touch on what Hassel was saying. Is I was there many few years ago, and the new way that I clean my whole house is I set certain days for certain rooms. So Monday, that will be hoovering the bedroom. Tuesday will be hoovering the kitchen. Wednesday will be hoovering the bathroom, etc., etc. And it took me just over a year to realise some of it works, some of it don't, because I don't like mess either.
Thanks, Marcus. That makes me feel like I'm not sort of the only one in that position. But I do need to work on how much I do these things, because it can affect my mood and how tired I am as well. So, yeah, something I need to work on. Amy, what is your pet peeve and what really frustrates you?
My pet peeve is when someone is talking to someone else of when they should be talking to me. They'll say, "How's Amy?" To someone else and stuff like that, and it's like I'm right there when they should be talking to me.
If it's nothing to do with you, then you can be ignored.
But I think what Amy's saying is that sometimes people say, "How's Amy?" and Amy's just sat there.
Well, I guess that's a bit rude, yeah.
For me, it's because I'm autistic, though, that I can't, because of the give and take of conversations. No, not sure if that's the same for Amy, but for me, that's sometimes why people talk to my parents instead of me, because I find it hard to give and take and understand social cues. And that's probably why sometimes I feel a bit invisible and ignored. But yeah, I do see where you're coming from there, Amy. But I think it's partly because I'm Asperger's and I don't understand social cues.
Hi, it's Marcus again. I'm with both of you on this one because as somebody that sees everybody else of how they actually are, I'm worried about speaking to you and saying hello because I don't want to say anything wrong or that could upset you either. So that's why sometimes I take a step back and will speak around you rather than to you. So I do apologize if I've ever done that to any of you guys.
I get a bit worried about what I should and shouldn't say as well. So, and that's sometimes when my parents take over because I don't know what I should and shouldn't say and stuff like that as well.
But what do you think? Why do you think it is that people talk to your parents and not to you?
Because they're ignoring me.
Now I believe you, but I don't understand why anybody would want to ignore you.
I think she's very friendly as well. I like speaking with Amy. I think she's really friendly and nice to talk to. So
I can agree with that.
I think that does deserve that.
Marcus, what other things frustrate you and stuff?
What frustrates me is people pleasing. I'm not quite sure how I can please myself sometimes and get on with my own things, where automatically if somebody asks me to do something, 70% of the time I would say yes without checking my own diary of what I want to do or need to do. So that does kind of tick me off a little bit.
So I've got the same problem, and it does hard. It's kind of a bit, because you kind of need to think about yourself as well and your own kind of well-being and stuff too.
Well, I appreciate that. I just don't know how I actually feel about it because I want to be a people pleaser, but not as much as I am now. And I don't know how to sort of tell people no in a nice way without getting frustrated and angry about things.
I get that, Marcus. I mean, I've had the same problems, same issues sometimes, like where I want to please someone, but I'm also not thinking about myself, and but I still want to be I want to please others and stuff. So yeah, it can get a bit frustrating. That I understand.
One other thing that annoys me about myself is, like I said, I'm quite forgetful because I forgot what topic we was talking about. Alistair, what is one of your pet peeves again?
Being verbally abused in the bus by some ignoramus lout, and because of mental health problems, and so it can be a problem. I have had verbal abuse in my time, but what can you do about it? Well, I just swore back at them, and I was reciprocated, obviously, and then they got off a bus, and that was the end of a chapter. Well, I was temporarily unsettled, but it depends on the abuse, you see. On the bus, I just shrugged it off as I talked about it with somebody else, and had mental health problems, so it didn't bother me too much. But it didn't particularly bother me, no.
I see where you're going with this, Alistair, because I suffer from multiple sclerosis, and when I first got diagnosed in 2011, I was more or less wheelchair, bed-bound and everything. When I did finally get on the bus, I used to have a walking stick, and what really annoyed me was the kids in general, because they had no respect. The elderly and the children had to stand up, and it was really bad, because why are the kids sitting down when others need more help and support out there?
That's not abuse, that's just negligence.
Yeah. And with that negligence, I found it as just really annoying and frustrating, really.
I think long time ago I got attacked on the upper deck, I don't know exactly what happened, but someone tried to attack me on the upper deck.
How did that make you feel?
That makes me nervous sitting upstairs.
Do you
I was sitting at the top of the 134 a long time ago, and I got attacked.
Are you okay going upstairs now, Val?
Well, I still sit upstairs, but maybe not when it's not night time.
So today we was talking about our pet peeves, and we would like to start off with community focus of how it relaxes us, because one thing I've noticed in life is we're always going to get a negative, and what I've learned throughout this course and through community focus is to counteract that negative with not just one positive but many positives, which is why I still come here and will continue to come here.
I like going to community focus because I like being creative, and once I'm focused on what I'm doing, I feel calm. Everyone's so nice, and I'm like walking in and out of the park to get to community focus. My favourite thing I like doing at us is decorating things.
Well, community is in community focus. It's amicable enough. Yes, but people here are welcoming and I guess down to earth, but down to earth. Perhaps a bit more modernisation might do the trick.
I like coming to community focus because I get to learn lots of different art techniques and things like that. The company's really friendly as well. The teachers teach me lots of different things. So it's a welcoming environment. So that's why I like coming here.
I like coming into community focus because I love drawing. And I like drawing London buses and woodlands and all that.
Yeah, I like coming to community focus because it keeps me grounded. It keeps me feeling happy and safe. Not only that as well, it also keeps me feeling like a little kid again, because as growing up, everybody wants you to be a doctor, a lawyer, example. I like to sit at home, watch cartoons and draw. That's my community.
Yeah, now we're going to talk about our passions. What's your passion?
My passions are writing in fashion books, doing sticker books and swimming.
What type of things do you like to write about?
I like taking fashion that I like the look of in their fashion magazines. I like swimming because I like water, so once I got nicknamed Water Baby because it makes me feel nice when I'm in water. What's your passion, Alistair?
I like creating playlists for my music because you get fed up with the same stuff all over again. So the variety is the spice of life for as far as music is concerned, and there's no end to what you listen to, because there's always new stuff coming out for innovation and excitement. Well, the British Museum is useful for newspaper cuttings, but I haven't been there recently. It is good for inspirational purposes. But our main target at the moment is the Crouch End Library for the 1967s and 1964s.
What do you mean by that? The 1967s and 1964s?
local histories of 1967s, 1974s, 1964s, whatever. Local history, because it seems to be more inspirational than the previous illustrations I've told you about.
What do you do with the cuttings when you found them?
I draw a copy of them and bring back to life from black and white to colour. To ask Marcus's ambitions.
My passions is to listen to people and find out more about them. The reason why I say that is people are just very interesting to me. I am one of my own type of mixed personality, should we say, where I can fit into almost any room. So if I was a Marvel superhero, I would be a chameleon because I can go into any room possible.
It's difficult to grapple that because you're anything but a chameleon. I mean, you're too metaphorical for my tastes, I'm afraid.
I do like that, and the reason why I say I like that is because, as I said, one of my other passions is heroes, but it also goes across villains. So I like to be misunderstood. It's the best way I can pronounce that.
What is the most interesting thing you found out about someone?
I think the most interesting thing I found out about someone is myself, of how I fit into this chameleon state and how I can mix across everybody and anybody. What is your passion, Hassel?
So I like to draw and paint because it helps my mood and my mental health. I like walking in the park, looking, especially in the summer and the spring and the summertime, because I like looking at the flowers, the trees, and just nature, and that relaxes me too. Exercising relaxes me, and so does the ironing, so a bit of the housework as well. So that's what I like to do. Laurent, what are your passions?
My passion is music, London buses, and I got passion, and I also got passion for trees as well. The music I love is Madonna, and I like all the old 80s that stuff as well. A long time ago, I went to Wembley Stadium to see Madonna. I got passion for the 1970s buses.
Sorry, Laurent, what would be your favourite bus then?
I like the old Metro bus, the MCW.
And why is that? What makes that one stand out so much to you?
They got beautiful. In the old 80s buses, they got the beautiful orange check seats. That's what I like about them.
Don't you like the yellow?
Yeah, I like the yellow door. As I remember in the 70s stuff, a lemon yellow front doors.
We're very excited this afternoon to have Laurent with us. And Laurent is one of our fine art students, and he has got a passion for painting London red buses from the 70s and the 80s. He's got quite an interesting story because recently we applied for the Royal Academy Summer Show, and his bus has gone from one stop to the next and keeps on going through to the next round. And he's gone down from 14,000 applicants down to the last 4,000. So the latest round is the very, very last round. If he gets through this, then he's going to be in the summer show. And we've actually got to take his artwork in for the judges to see in person. And we're going in a couple of weeks, aren't we, Laurent, to take your bus in? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm very pleased.
What made you start off with buses for kick-off?
What made me start? Well, I've been interested for buses for a very long time. Since I was little, I like buses. As now I've got a fascination for drawing buses. Painting London buses.
Are you ever interested in the London Underground?
Actually, I never had a passion for tubes. Actually, I like the really old trains. The steam train.
How will it make you feel when your painting goes into the Royal Academy Summer Show?
I suppose I'll be happy.
If painting does get through, are you planning to go and visit the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition, and will you take any photos and show community focus?
Yeah, I might take some pictures of the summer exhibition, maybe.
How do you know how much to sell it for?
I have no idea how much it's worth.
See, this is why I love coming to this group, because you just gave me our idea for a t-shirt design. What is your worth? And on the back of the t-shirt, it will say, I'm priceless, which is what your painting is, my friend.
Thanks very much.
That's great. Should we all give Laurent a clap?
What are our final thoughts?
Yes, I enjoyed it. What do you call it? The broadcasting. I talked about the old London buses and all the Madonna stuff.
What I got out today is I love being around all of you guys, because at home I'm kind of emotionally distracted in my own world, and coming here amongst community focus helps ground me. Not only do I learn a lot, it's also the listening where I can appreciate everything that everyone's doing and going through.
Today I've enjoyed it because I've learned about other people's pet peeves, and I can relate to some of them a lot. So it's interesting that I kind of have the same experiences as other people, and it's been interesting to learn about people's passions and what they like to do.
I like the podcast because it's fun. What I got out of today is that having to say my pet peeves out loud is that I don't have to keep it to myself anymore.
Well, the sharing of our peeves together has given us insight that they do interlock with each other, and has of course given me a problem halved is a problem doubled. So on the
Is that the expression?
So for the Peeves situation, it does somehow smoothen it out a little. As far as the other extras on the hobbies and the interests, yes, there are some interlocking, and generally speaking, sharing our interests amongst us all has given us insight into what possibilities are for all of us.
Community focus. We're here for you. Our point of view. At 5 o'clock, you're North London. A week in review. We're here for you.